Prepare to immerse yourself in a somber enigma that echoes in the hearts of a small American town. The disappearance of innocent Vanessa Morales, a ray of sunshine just 1 year old, and the cruel silence that now envelopes her mother, Christina Holloway, confront us with questions that reason refuses to answer. This is not just a case. It's a black hole of uncertainties, an open wound in the fragile peace of the night. The information consists of fragments of a nightmare, whispers in the darkness of the investigation. But, amidst the fog of doubt, a desperate search cries out for justice, for answers that stubbornly remain hidden. Join us in this agonizing exploration, where every detail could be the key to unraveling the unthinkable. What really happened that fateful night at Christina's house? Where was little Vanessa taken? And amidst so much uncertainty, does a spark of hope still remain for Vanessa's safe return? Dive into this episode to follow every twist and turn, every shadow of this unsettling case. Awaken your curiosity and immerse yourself in the mysteries of this case. Your search for answers may be essential. Hello everyone, welcome to the True Crime Files Investigations channel. If you are a lover of real criminal stories, get ready for an exciting marathon. Every week, we will explore shocking and remarkable cases, the most complex and intriguing ones, with an in-depth analysis of the details and motivations behind each event, which leads us to question human nature. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos, and ensure you're always up to date with our exclusive content. Leave your like to strengthen our community and motivate me to bring more and more impactful and unprecedented stories. Get ready to discover the backstage of the crime world, learn about the failures of the judicial system and the stories of victims fighting for justice. Welcome to an investigative and emotional journey. I count on you on this journey. The truth is about to be revealed. So, fasten your seatbelts, because the investigation begins now. Attention to a case that cries out for urgent answers. The disappearance of little Vanessa Morales and the brutal murder of her mother, Christina Holloway, a shocking crime that recently occurred in the United States. Let's delve into the details of this tragedy. As I mentioned, this is an extremely recent case, and information about the events of that fateful day is still scarce. The main focus of the authorities is the relentless search for Vanessa Morales, a girl of just 1 year old, the daughter of 43-year-old Christina Holloway. Christina resided in Ansonia, a quiet town with fewer than 20,000 inhabitants, located in New Haven County, Connecticut. In the community, she was known for her dedication as a daycare instructor and for her compassionate and helpful nature, described by many as a kind person. Christina had a relationship with Jose Morales, a Hispanic man also 43 years old, who was Vanessa's father. Jose's exact origin, whether Puerto Rican or Dominican, remains uncertain. He resided in New Haven, while Christina lived in Ansonia. On the fateful Monday, December 2nd, police went to Christina's residence after an alert from her colleagues, concerned about her unjustified absence. Christina always communicated when she couldn't come to work. Later that night, a relative of Christina, again apprehensive about her whereabouts, requested another police check at her home. Faced with the lack of response at the door and considering the time elapsed without news, in addition to the presence of her 1-year-old daughter, the officers decided to enter the residence. There, they found Christina's lifeless body, but Vanessa was nowhere to be found. With the dawn, the crime scene revealed clear signs of a blow to Christina's head. The search for clues about what happened to the girl initially involved contact with Jose Morales, close acquaintances, and neighbors. To everyone's surprise, no one had heard from Vanessa for several days. The latest information indicated that mother and daughter were seen together after Thanksgiving dinner on Friday, November 29th. The dates of November 29th and 30th are crucial for the investigation, as it was on the 29th that they were at a relative's house, marking the last time they were seen. Jose Morales was promptly interrogated, seeking any information about Vanessa's whereabouts and whether he had had contact with Christina recently. Initially, a silver alert was issued, indicating that Vanessa might be with a family member and not necessarily in immediate danger. It's important to differentiate the Amber Alert, used for children in danger, from the Silver Alert, which is disseminated through alerts on electronic billboards on highways. While interviews with relatives of both parents continued, apprehension grew. 24 hours after the discovery of Christina's body, an Amber Alert was finally issued for Vanessa Morales, acknowledging the potential danger the girl was in. Initially, Jose Morales cooperated with the investigation, and nothing in his behavior raised immediate suspicion. However, on December 3rd, the police went to his residence in New Haven and arrested him. The reason for the arrest at that time was not directly related to Christina's death or Vanessa's disappearance, but rather to the fact that he was a convicted felon, which prohibited him from possessing firearms. Despite this, for the police, he was already the prime suspect. Jose Morales' past revealed a concerning history of violence, including an incident on June 24, 2012, when he threatened a former girlfriend, holding her on the ground and uttering threats to break her bones. The young woman's mother witnessed the scene and called the police, who found him almost unconscious due to substance use. Although the victim denied any aggression, he was arrested, initially sentenced to 3 years, but served only 9 months before being released on parole. A restraining order was imposed, prohibiting him from approaching his ex-girlfriend. However, he violated this order, approaching her again and being arrested once more, losing his parole and being incarcerated for another 9 months. This history of violence cast a sinister shadow over his involvement in Vanessa's disappearance. On December 7th, a large search operation was mobilized, including K-9 units, in the hope of finding the girl. The search focused on the area where a car seat was found, with the expectation that Vanessa might be nearby. The police continued to consider Jose Morales the prime suspect, believing he held the crucial answers to the child's whereabouts. However, George Morales, Jose's nephew, publicly expressed his disbelief in this theory, suggesting that his uncle was being used as a scapegoat. He stated that both Jose and his mother were fully cooperating with the authorities and mentioned that his grandmother had offered to take a polygraph test. George also expressed the perception that the police and the FBI were paying more attention to Christina's family, as if Jose's family was not being taken into consideration, claiming they were not receiving information about the progress of the investigations. He pointed out that his grandmother had taken care of Christina and the baby, and that his grandfather had provided half of the household belongings. The day before, December 6th, George and other family members distributed more than 300 flyers in the area, talking to people in the hope of obtaining some clue. The police, in turn, released photos of items belonging to Vanessa and used by Christina for the girl's care. These items, a car seat, a polka dot blanket, and a backpack, were not found in the residence, leading the police to believe that whoever took Vanessa also took these everyday items. On January 1, 2020, hospital security reported seeing a child with characteristics similar to Vanessa's accompanied by several people. Authorities were contacted, but according to reports, did not respond immediately. A return call in the afternoon was answered, but the girl and her companions had already left the premises. Analysis of the hospital security cameras confirmed the strong resemblance of the child to Vanessa. The people accompanying her were identified and interviewed, but the investigation revealed that it was not Vanessa. Despite the strong resemblance noted by investigators, the girl was a few months younger, and her family proved their kinship. The delay in the authorities' response to this crucial information generated much criticism. The leader of the investigation team justified the delay by claiming they did not have the information at the time of the first contact, as if they had not been informed of the sighting. Only after the public disclosure of the episode did they go to the hospital. The FBI offered a reward of $10,000 for information leading to Vanessa's whereabouts or her return to the police, providing direct contact lines. Information was also requested regarding Jose Morales' activities between November 30th and December 2nd. Christina's sister publicly expressed her gratitude for the authorities' continued efforts in the search for her niece. The discovery of a car seat in a trash can, initially thought to belong to Christina, led to a complete sweep of the suspected area for evidence, but no results were obtained. In a statement, Jose Morales' family members expressed their solidarity with the Holloway family. "We want the best for the Holloway family. We are not protecting my uncle. We want answers, but we also want to know what really happened. We just hope we can find the baby." Finally, in February, Jose Morales was formally charged with the homicide of Christina Holloway and with tampering with evidence, with bail set at $5 million. A defense request to reduce the bail to $2 million was denied. Vanessa is described as a 1-year-old girl with fair skin, brown eyes, and dark brown hair. At the time of her disappearance, the child was approximately 22 inches tall and weighed about 17 pounds. The evidence against Jose Morales was considerable, including the discovery of blood-stained clothing at his residence. The cause of Christina's death has been kept confidential, but authorities are clearly seeking information from Jose about the whereabouts of his daughter, who is considered the last person to have seen Vanessa alive. The hypothesis that the girl is with someone else is strong, given that her personal belongings were taken, suggesting that he handed her over to someone. The reason for not handing her over to a family member remains a mystery. Despite his history of behavioral problems, few believed he would be capable of taking his daughter's mother's life. Although information about this case is still limited, the most important thing now is to publicize Vanessa's image. The main objective of this episode is to reach the Latino communities in the United States, in the hope that someone may recognize a child with Vanessa's characteristics and that she may be with her relatives, returning home. She is just a baby, 1 year old, and needs to be with her loved ones. Thank you so much for watching this story. Your presence and support are essential for me to continue creating quality content. So, if you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes. Your subscription and comments are fundamental for me to keep bringing quality content. Leave your opinion in the comments, always with respect for the victims, and together let's build an even better community. Thank you so much for following my work, and I'll see you in the next episode.